Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. Something to keep in mind that if this reading does resonate with you and you would like your own personal read, you can visit my website, violettaalexis.com. All of my readings are 50% off for the rest of November 2025, so please enjoy, okay? So let's see. Show me Taurus. Three of Swords reversed in the past position. Oh, Six of Cups. Okay. The Four of Wands reversed. You're definitely healing from something, some kind of specific connection in your life from the past. I don't really feel like this is you connecting with this person. Like maybe there was some level of connection there, don't get me wrong, but it feels more like nostalgia and thinking about the good times or good memories between you and someone else. I say that because the Four of Wands reversed is when we're not really welcoming someone or something into our lives. The oracle card is a fiery climax approaches. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe an argument broke out, maybe a passionate love affair, who knows, whatever it is, but I definitely don't think it was easy. This card is a full moon in Aries. So this means a culmination and an ending and a closing out of something. The present, we have the Three of Cups, the Eight of Cups reversed. I feel like you guys are revisiting a relationship that you have with a friend, maybe. And the Wheel of Fortune, I like it. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, so Jupiter is currently retrograde in Cancer right now. So see in your Cancer house in your natal chart and see what's going on there. That might give you some indication of what this is. But it seems like you're revisiting some kind of relationship, and maybe it was this one from the past. Maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a lover. But it seems like you and this person are getting on. Okay, you're getting along. You're revisiting the connection, and with the Wheel of Fortune, it makes me feel like there's no tension, there's no pressure. It's just very flowing and very easygoing and just overall good. So, whatever that is. Then we have Spirit Link for your Oracle card for the present. Stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. Well, I mean, Jupiter, hello, the Wheel of Fortune. I want you to think really big, and then I want you to do something about it. That's what I think. I think that these big dreams that you have that you think are not possible, I think that you're wrong. I think that you're wrong, truly. So lean into that. For the near future, we have the Strength reversed. We have the Nine of Wands reversed. And then we have the Four of Cups. Well, I mean, not my favorite way to end things. It definitely feels like your ego or your pride is kind of at stake. And I think that a lot of it has to do with you just being tired of being tired, tired of being disappointed. There's something here where it's like you're having a hard time seeing the possibilities or the positive because of whatever this is. Of course, we're going to clarify to figure out, but Pluto, I feel like you're probably going to find something out. I mean, we do have that new moon in Scorpio that is combined with a Mercury Cazimi retrograde in Scorpio, opposite Uranus in your sign. I think with that Pluto there, I think you're going to find something where you're going to be like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? So let's see. Tell me about that Three of Swords reversed in the past position for Taurus, please. Thank you. The Knight of Cups. Aw. Some of you guys could have been healing yourselves through creativity. Okay. There could have been like this bittersweet energy that you had with someone where maybe there was an apology or there was some level of forgiveness or even understanding. It looks like it felt good. Like it looks like it felt good, but again, there's this bittersweet touch to it, quite frankly. The Moon and the Six of Pentacles. I think despite everything, you and this other person may have very much valued one another. Okay. I think that some of you had a really you were going through some really big soul searching in regards to what it is that you value. You know, for some of you, I think that you could have been very scared to give to someone else. Like maybe you had given so much of yourself to someone before, and then you started to get scared to give it again to the same person or something like that. Because there's a level of fear around giving and receiving between you and another person. There was a fear around it. Like, what is the best way I can explain that? Like, I feel like I explained it, but for instance, like maybe you were afraid that if you gave this person an inch, they were gonna take a mile, you know? Or if you took something from this person, like if you accepted their invite or a gift or something that, you know, there was gonna be strings attached. That's what it feels like. Something like that. I know that's really weird, but that's what I'm getting. Tell me about that Six of Cups for the past position for Taurus, please. Thank you. The Five of Cups reverse, I do feel like there was forgiveness and understanding. The Star, the Eight of Swords. I feel like there was an apology. I do. I think that you had, and I hate to make it like about love or friendship, but like, hey, part of life, right? And I mean, with the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups here, of course, you guys could have been healing something through creativity, you know, don't get me wrong, but this to me looks like a forgiveness. A forgiveness, and I think it's because there was an affection there. Like like you have to think, right? The Six of Cups is not petty. Don't let the traditional Rider Waite, you know, picture on the Six of Cups fool you. You know, with the little boy giving the flowers to the little girl. This is Sun and Scorpio. This is very deep. It's like a gift from God in a way, you know, and you know, maybe that's dramatic, but it's there. You know, but I also think that you were of this notion of like, I don't know if I can really have a lot of hope in this. Although I still think you did. I don't know about now, but I think that you did. Tell me about that Four of Wands reversed in the recent past for Taurus, please. Thank you. The Page of Cups. But it's like you weren't welcoming it all the way. Six of Wands, Ten of Wands reversed. You didn't want to give something or someone attention because you feel like it would be more like it would be a burden that you couldn't really take on in the moment. Because the best way to explain this energy, this is just an example, right? But the best way to explain this energy is like, imagine that, I don't know, your old friend like knocked on your door after weeks of not talking or something. And they're like, listen, I just really wanted to apologize, right? And they're like standing on your porch or like standing on your doorstep. And you're like, yep, I forgive you, all good. I hope you have a good life, you know, or, and then you shut the door and then you leave them on the porch or something like that. That's what it's making me think of. Because you felt like giving this attention would end up causing you more of a headache than you really wanted, right? Who the hell wants a headache? So let's see for the present moment. Tell me about that Three of Cups for the present moment. Looking at my cat. She's so pretty. Tell me about the Three of Cups for the present moment for Taurus, please. The Lovers reversed. I don't know. I don't really know if you guys are, you may have offers, okay, in love, but I don't think that you're going to settle. Like if it doesn't feel aligned with you, you're not going to, because I think especially with this oracle card where it says stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. I mean, look at the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles in the world. I think that you already are. I think that you have your standard and you know what that looks like. And I don't think that you're going to take whatever lowest hanging fruit is hanging in your face, you know, is kind of the vibe. I think you guys are figuring out also who your tribe is and who is going to help you accomplish the things that you're setting out to accomplish. Truly. Not like you're trying to use anybody. If that was the case, the King of Pentacles would be reverse. But I don't think you guys are going to settle for your dreams, your highest dreams, your success, and the people that you need to be around in order to either get that or maintain it. Tell me about that Eight of Cups reversed for Taurus in the present moment, please. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, it's like the Eight of Cups reversed can sometimes talk about where we're settling in a situation. Okay. But to be honest, you could be revisiting a missed opportunity. You could, and you could be kind of like, and this is something from the past again, because you remember we saw this Eight of Swords in the Star already from the past situation where it was like, you know, you didn't know if you should still have hope, but you were still low key, still hopeful. Maybe you were still hopeful that you and this person could come together again. Maybe you were hopeful that you could get exactly the kind of girl or guy that you wanted, or maybe, you know, but you might have gotten to this point where you're like, oh, what's the point, you know, or something like that. Because this person, like maybe it's about a particular person. This person has never changed as long as I've known them, like, you know, and so what's the point of having hope? But you still are stuck on it a little though. It could also be for some of you, if you had like a business or a job opportunity or something like that, this could come back around again. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune for Taurus in the present moment. The Tower reversed. The Fool and the Six of Swords reversed. See, here's this like letting go and holding on, revisiting the past and, you know, jump starting into a brand new beginning. I think that your days of trying to like be the person to hold it all together for everyone or to try to hold on to this crumbling tower, I think that you're done with that. There's something coming in. Like you have, it almost feels as though you have been like, this is going to sound dramatic, but chained in some way to something, to an old pattern, to an old cycle. And now something is helping you move forward in that regard. What's the benefit? Three of Wands, expansion, seeing about all the possibilities, which we already saw in your Oracle card right here. The possibilities are definitely opening up for you. Tell me about that Strength reverse. Now this is the one that I'm kind of a little nervous about. Tell me about that Strength reverse in the near future for Taurus, please. King of Wands reversed. That ego is hurt. Hurt, hurt, hurt. But I don't know if that's you or somebody else. Is that King of Wands reversed, Taurus? Yes or no? Yes. So this is you. So Taurus, there's something here that is messing with your ego a little bit. There's something here that may be hurting your feelings. It could be making you feel a bit weak. I would be cautious because I think, especially with this Pluto card, you're going to find that some subconscious things come out, especially around like jealousy or anger or inner frustrations or something, or secrets, maybe something that you've been holding on to for a long time. And like something may trip you up or trigger your ego, and it may like really hit you or hurt you or even like hurt somebody else, you know, with something that you're saying or doing. I wouldn't give in to any weaknesses right now. Like if you do find yourself getting triggered or something like that, go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Go take a walk, go chill out. Because it's almost like there's something that you really wished for with that Nine of Cups, Ten of Wands reverse, that you just didn't get, or you feel like you're not getting it. Nine of Wands reversed. Why is the Nine of Wands reversed here for Taurus in the near future? Ten of Wands reverse. This is a lot of fire. it's like you're kind of going in circles here. You're there's something from the external world or your external reality that is triggering your weaknesses. And this Mercury retrograde and Uranus retrograde is going to ask you, are you going to give into that? How much have you really changed? It's going to ask you. And you may get to a point where you try to fight this losing battle, you know? And what is the best way I can say this? Let's say that, let's be super cliche. Let's say that you see an ex at a bar and this ex comes up to you, oh, hey, blah, 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 blah. And like they passively aggressively insult you, right? And then you end up lowering yourself down to their level, for instance, because now you want to get your dig in. And it's like you're fighting a losing battle by doing this. Just stop the cycle now. You don't have to take this on. You're wiser than that. What have you learned, Hermit? What do you know that you need to move away from? There's the Emperor below that. Like you need to harness your power. Tell me about that Four of Cups for Taurus in the near future. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Again, it's that feeling of like not getting what you wanted, of this feeling of not being good enough and, you know, not getting the person that you wanted, or, and we've all been there. I get it. Because you feel like some kind of reconciliation or something that was going to make you feel better, like it doesn't. And instead it causes you to transform. Why is this all happening? The Queen of Swords. No, I mean, in regards to Taurus's higher purpose, like what is this going to do for them? The Six of Wands. This is going to be a big part of why or how your name gets recognized, or part of the reason why you become successful. And just for like a really simple example, okay? The whole reason I have this tarot channel is because I got my heart broken by somebody in 2020. That's the whole reason I do tarot now. Okay? So, you know, now I have 40,000 something, right? Not a big amount, but shit, more than I had 3 years ago, right? So this is going to be part of the reason why you get some level of notoriety or public acclaim. So something to think about, Taurus. Anyway, I love you and take care of you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.